question comes to me, it's like a lot of people debate this virgin birth. They're like, do you really believe the virgin birth is literally true? There's a lot of scholars that don't believe it's true, even Christian scholars. They don't think it's true. Let me just say this. I absolutely believe it's true. 100%. You know, it was prophesied 700 years before Christ. Isaiah said these words. He said, therefore the Lord himself shall give you a sign. Behold, the virgin shall conceive and bear a son and shall call his name Emmanuel. Emmanuel means God with us. He said, I have figured out a way to dwell with people that I love. I'm figuring out a plan here to be able to be with you, to bring light into your dark world. And he said, the sign that it's me is that a virgin's going to conceive. I have to believe it. It's the sign. It's the sign that Jesus was God with us. But that's not the main reason I believe in the virgin birth, in the Immaculate Conception. That's not the main reason. The main reason that I believe is because he's done the same thing to me. He's made me pregnant. How could I doubt it if it's happened to me? When God began to come into my life when I was 21 years old, he came to me and he wanted to save me. I knew what he was trying to do. He was drawing me to himself. And I said, yes. But I had the same thing in my mind that Mary had in her mind. I had the same thing in my mind. When she said, how can this be? No man has touched me. Or how can this be? You know, I've never been with a man. How can this be? I'm a virgin. What she was saying in my translation was, how can this be? I haven't done anything to be pregnant. And whenever God first called me to be saved, when he wanted to plant the seed inside of me that would change me forever, I said, how can this be? I haven't done one thing that's worthy of getting saved. I'm not a good person. I'm sure the thief on the cross said the same thing. Jesus, how can this be that today I'll be with you in paradise? I haven't done one thing good in my whole life. How can it be? And the answer is the same as what they gave Mary. Well, with you it's impossible. But with God it's possible. Yeah, I've been impregnated, and it got inside of me. It changed me. I was never the same. And you know what? It wasn't because I tried to be different. It was because the baby was growing inside of me. Things were growing inside of me that I didn't even know where they came from. It was evidence that I had been impregnated by the Holy Spirit of God, that he had come on me with this great light and birthed in me something that was going to come forth. You know, like I say, I didn't try to change. God called me to preach. I was like, God, how can this be? I haven't done one thing to prepare for ministry. I don't have the education. I don't have the knowledge. I haven't done anything, God, that prepares me. He said, all you have to do is say yes. Just like Mary. I'll put it in you, and then I'll grow it in you. And you can give birth to something that could change lives. And that's what Mary did. She kept saying yes. That's what I needed to do. Just say yes. And suddenly things were coming up inside of me, like a desire to read the Word. Suddenly I had this desire to mend relationships, to forgive people. I had this desire to love people that I didn't really love. I had this desire. These things were coming up in me. I was pregnant. It was like the baby was beginning to kick. And I knew that what was inside me was not from me. I was impregnated. And so, yes, the virgin birth, he put something in me, and I had nothing to do with it. He just saved me and put something in me. And you should believe in the virgin birth too. Because if you're his, it's been the same thing all through your life. He has touched you. He's impregnated you. He's put something in you that only he can put in you. And your job is to say, yes, God, and to keep saying yes, just like Mary did, over and over again.